Looking for the perfect setting to find true love? Look no further, because Barranquilla awaits you with open arms to offer you a romantic trip full of emotions and opportunities. Be part of our upcoming Latin tour. Start this August 10th. Meet the most beautiful women of Barranquilla. Have dates with singles and find love. Submit your order at barranquilladating.com. Call us in our Phoenix office, +160-255-38178. Write us, afabquilla@gmail.com. Or office manager Claudia in Barranquilla, +5730-222-881962. Love is waiting for you around every corner.
Good evening, night, guys. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Manuela. For those ones that they don't know me, I'm the manager here in Medellin City, and for me it's a pleasure to be here tonight with you guys. And like you saw, we have something that is coming very, very, very soon. That is our tour in Barranquilla, and for me it's a pleasure to say that I'm going to be there too, helping all the clients that are going to go and helping in all the dates and the activities, and of course during the social night. In whatever thing that you need, I'm going to be there, and all the AFA team in Barranquilla, and of course Alexandra too. So for us, it's going to be very, very nice to help you during this adventure that you are going to have in Barranquilla. And guys, I have to tell you, for those ones that are maybe wondering if we have spots available for Barranquilla, we have right now 2 spots available. So for those ones that they don't take the decision right now, that maybe they are not sure right now, take the decision as soon as possible, because we don't have so many spots available right now. So the idea is that for those ones that want to sign up, please remember trying to do it with a little bit of time of anticipation, because we need your hot list of girls. Because with this hot list of girls, we are going to be able to invite them to the social, and also to set it up a couple of dates for you and the girls. So guys, remember, the Barranquilla tour is going to be August 10th. It's an incredible opportunity that you are going to have to meet a lot of beautiful Barranquillan girls. As you saw in the video, Barranquilla is a happy place. Like, you are going to have an awesome time. The people there is very, very friendly, very, very outgoing, and they like to party, they like to dance, they are always smiling. So this is going to be a great opportunity to you to have a great time, and also, why not, find the love of your life. So remember, you are able to pick the month of dates that you want to stay in Barranquilla. The tour can be for 7, 10, or 14 days. Remember, guys, something that is very, very important is, usually I recommend you stay a little bit longer than 7 exactly days. Why? Because 7 days, as I told you already, and a lot of times, 7 days sometimes is not like enough time to really make strong connections with the girls. So, and also most of the time happen, like, for example, I have the cases where a lot of clients, they say like, okay, Manuela, I booked the tour for 7 days, but I want to stay a little bit longer. That is possible too. You can extend your dates during the tour there in Barranquilla. But of course, it's better if you already do everything with advance, because you are going to be able to organize all your time, and we are going to be able to set it up a lot of dates for you as well. So remember, guys, I'm going to tell you the prices for the tour in Barranquilla. The price for the 7 days tour is $3,125. So if you are interested in the 7 days social, that one is the price. If, for example, you say like, okay, no, I want to stay a little bit more, so we have the social for 10 days. That is going to be $3,625. Or if you think that maybe 10 days is not enough time for you, and you want to stay a little bit longer, you are able to do it. And the extension, like the 14 days tour, has a value of $4,100 $25. So remember, guys, we only have 2 spots available. So if you are interested in signing up for this tour, it's the moment to do it because it's a great opportunity. And this one, guys, is going to be the last tour that we are going to have in Barranquilla this year. So this is the opportunity for you to go there, go and have fun. So around, because Barranquilla is really, really nice. You're going to find out that Barranquilla has plenty of things to do. And also, for example, as an option that I always tell to the clients is like Barranquilla, it's a very central city. Why? In Barranquilla, you are able to go from Barranquilla to Cartagena or from Barranquilla to Santa Marta because it's like in the middle of the cities. So, for example, if you plan to go to Cartagena, it's only like 1 hour and 30 minutes away. Can be 1 hour, 40 minutes, 45, depends on the traffic. But usually on this time of the year, the traffic is not so bad. So I'm sure that you are not going to have any troubles with this. And also you are going to be able to go to Santa Marta, that it's a little bit more farther, that 2 hours and 15 minutes, around, maybe can be a little bit like 2 hours and a half. And also Santa Marta is a beautiful city, and like you have the beach. We have girls that sign up for the agency that they live in Cartagena and they live in Santa Marta. So if you are one of the clients from the tour, remember that you are able to meet the girls also that are in a different city. You don't have to pay the membership fee, you only have to pay per day. So that is like an extra plus that you have if you are a tour client, because you don't pay membership fee, you only pay per day that you're going to have in a different city, okay? So guys, remember, is the moment, because this is the last tour that we are going to have this year, and we are not going to have more tours in Barranquilla this year. Of course, the next one is something different, but if you think that this is the time, this is the moment, please take a chance, take the opportunity to do it and to meet these beautiful girls. And remember, every week we have new profiles. So be sure that you are going through the website and you check the new profiles that we have in Barranquilla, because the girls are just beautiful. And why not? Maybe you are going to find your next wife in our tour in Barranquilla. So that is going to be an excellent opportunity for you. And guys, remember, this Latin show that we do for you is an opportunity for you to let us know, for example, questions, advices also that maybe you have and that you want to give us to us. And through the night, I'm going to answer a couple of questions that maybe you can have. I hope to answer all the questions that maybe you are going to have during that time. And I want to say thank you so much for those clients that I know that are there. They watch our Latin shows every Wednesday night. I know that the last Wednesday was Alexandra, the one that was here. I was on vacation, so I just returned to Colombia. And I know that Ale, she do an excellent job. And I know that, guys, that you already know Alexandra as well. She is the like manager for Colombia, and usually she's also one of the persons that most of the time is in the tours. So even here in Medellin, in Cartagena, or in Barranquilla, you are going to be able to see her, and she is going to help you too during all this process. But usually she is located in Cartagena. In case that you need any help in Cartagena, she is very willing to help you. And also in Cartagena, there is other beautiful girl that her name is Ladies, that I'm sure that some of you guys know her. And she's the manager there in Cartagena. So she's also going to help you in case that you need something in that city. Okay, guys, I'm going to start to read maybe a couple of questions and see maybe how I can start to help here. Okay, Jeremy is saying, I already have my plane tickets booked for Medellin, ready to date some beautiful women. So that is great, Jeremy. Thank you so much for letting me know. My idea is to help you in all this process. Please read me so we can coordinate everything. And remember, if you let us know with advance, we are going to be help you to organize everything with a little bit more of time, okay? Okay, Mike is saying, I will be in Medellin at the end of the month for the flower festival. Oh yes, guys, we have a flower festival very, very soon here in Medellin. And for those ones that they don't know what is the flower festival, it's a very famous, I think that it's the most famous festival that we have here in Medellin. So it's very nice because we have a lot of concerts, we have a lot of activities that you can do during that time. And usually the city is full of happiness, full of music. Everybody wants to go out and have fun. So it's a great time to visit a Medellin too. Oh, look, Mike is a salsa dancer. So I'm sure, Mike, that you're going to have a great time. And be sure that you go to the salsa concert because we have a couple of nice concerts during that time. And you have to check when it's going to be because we have really good singers and they are going to come to Medellin for that flower festival. Okay. And Jeremy said that he's going to move to Colombia. That is great, Jeremy. I hope that we are going to be neighbors. So if you need something, let me know, please. And I'm very happy to help you guys in all the process. And I have to say that Medellin is becoming more and more in that kind of city where a lot of foreigners, they want to retire and they want to start their lives here. Okay, Blue Warrior, he said, when it comes to dating sites, you have that slight hesitation, but AFA seems legit. Yes, Blue, I mean, we're very real. I hope that you can figure it out that in this process, like in every show, we're trying to show you guys the girls that we have, the interviews that we do with the girls, and show you that this is real. This is not like a scam company. We're trying to be very, very honest all the time. And I say try because sometimes we can have a kind of a miscommunication because, of course, you speak English, we speak Spanish, and sometimes the communication can be a little bit not difficult, but maybe can be that miscommunication there. But as for us, we always trying to help the clients. We are always trying to be very honest. We always trying to help you in all this process. So if you have questions, Blue, maybe if you want to start the process, but you are not sure if maybe this is for you or maybe the girls are real or no, you can read us and let us know maybe what are your concerns, and we are going to be happy to help you and to resolve any questions that you have. Okay, so I have other questions. I will be in Barranquilla next weekend for single tour. How much should be enough for 3 days with my dates? So for being honest, like Barranquilla is not the most expensive city here in Colombia. And as you know, the exchange rate usually is really good for foreigners, like Americans or European people. So I think that for 3 days, like for 3 days vacation and have a good time and everything, can be around $700. Like I will think like that it's going to be a good number because with that money you can go to a nice restaurant, have good meals, and again, Barranquilla is not the most expensive city, so I am sure that with that kind of money and you are going to be able to have fun and to really enjoy a really, really nice time. I'm going to be sure like how much is going to be 700 because for me, in my mind, like I think that 700 is even like maybe too much for 3 days. But yes, I mean, it's a little bit too much, 700 US dollars. But maybe if you're going to order a really expensive bottle of wine, if maybe you want to go to the best restaurant in Barranquilla, I think that can be around that price, okay, for 3 days. Let me check one more. I want to answer all the questions that you have tonight, so I'm going to start a little bit with some of the questions that you guys have. So we start to see more things that we have, nice surprises. We are talking about a lot of nice things that I'm sure that you are going to be very, very interested in here. And let me see what malls we have here. Does anybody know what airline is very cheap to get down to either Cartagena, Barranquilla, Medellin? So Rodolfo, I want to tell you something, guys, and is if you don't know, like here in Colombia right now, we have a like it's not like a big deal for you guys, but maybe can be more like a big deal for Colombians because two airlines that we have that we used to have that was like a economic airlines, and they broke up. Sorry, they are in bankrupt. So right now we only have two airlines that works for these kind of cities. Um, Also, I think that there is other one, but usually that one can be a little bit more expensive. But usually Avianca can be one option, Avianca, and other one Latam. Because Viva Air, that was the one that we used to have, and Ultra are not working anymore, and that is very sad. And because of that, the prices for the airlines they increased a little bit. But I think that with that ones, you're going to be able to find out a lot of tickets. And I have other one, but I don't remember the name. If someone can help me, or if someone knows more information and wants to tell him what airlines he can visit, I'm going to make a quick search here to be sure that we have more, because I know that we have other one more, but Easy Flight is Easy Flight, the one that we have. So we have Latam, we have Avianca, and we have Easy Flight. Those ones are the ones that you can use. But right now we don't have that cheap airlines here because the one that we used to have are not working anymore. We need to compare with. Okay, Rodolfo, I think that I already answered a little bit your questions about the money that you need, so you have a nice vacations for those 3 days. But again, that is a little bit too much money. I'm sure that you are not going to spend $700 in 3 days. But again, that can be a kind of number that you can keep in mind if you want to have a really nice time. But remember, it's going to be less than that. And more that because Barranquilla is not an expensive city, so you are going to find out that there are plenty of restaurants that they have really good prices, and you don't have to spend a lot of money there. Okay, Eric Lee. Eric, I'm very happy to know that you are going to show up in Barranquilla. That is great. I'm happy that you are going to be there. I hope that Claudia, she can help you a lot there. Please take a picture and send it to me because I really want to see you there and know that you're having a good time in Barranquilla. And I hope, and I'm going to cross fingers, that you can find a really nice girl there. Okay, I have a question. What is included in the 14-day package? I guess that you are asking me about the tour, right? About the tour that we are going to have in Barranquilla. If not, please let me know because we have 14 days package in different kind of things. But for the tour in Barranquilla, the 14 days package includes airport pickup, includes hotel accommodations, includes 2 nights of social, that is Friday and Saturday, includes city tour, includes your interpreter for Friday and Saturday. Also includes all the help and the assistance during those days that you are going to be in Barranquilla. So in case that you need to book flights, in case that you need to organize dates in restaurants or things like that, we are going to help you in all of that. And of course includes the amount of number of dates that you want to have. So you don't have a limit of dates during those 14 days. That is what includes the 14 days package. And remember that you are going to stay in one of the really nice hotels that we have in Barranquilla. So it's going to be a great experience for you. And the hotel includes breakfast, okay? Okay, Ron is saying that Spirit Airlines seems cheap. But I think, Ron, that Spirit Airline is like from United States to Colombia. Doesn't work in like inside or national flights. I don't know, maybe Rodolfo. I think that was Rodolfo, the one that was asking me about the flights, the airlines. But Spirit, yes, of course. I think that I know that is a cheap airline to came to Colombia and works very well for most of the clients. And I know that they have like direct flight from Miami to Barranquilla, Miami to Medellin, and I think as well that Miami, Cartagena. But Spirit, I don't think, I'm sure that we don't have a national flights with Spirit. Okay, Richard. How is Daniela from 4 months ago? Is she available? Richard, I don't know what Daniela are you talking about because we have plenty of Daniela. So please be a little bit more specific. If you can give me her ID number, maybe I can search here very quickly of who you are talking, and I can let you know what is happening with Daniela. If I know, of course. Okay, there is a really good advice from Eric Lee. Travel trip. Acquire a credit card that has no foreign transactions fee. You can prepare the card and spend and withdrawal money safely. I think that is a good idea. Most of the times here we have credit cards. So you can use the credit cards in whatever place, restaurants, hotels, in a lot of plenty of places. So yes, you don't have to bring a lot of dollars with you. You can bring your credit card, and remember when they ask you if you want to be charged in Colombian with Colombian pesos or dollars, most of the time if you are, for example, in this case from the United States, say that you want to do the transaction in dollars, because if you say Colombian pesos, I think that your bank is going to do the transaction twice, and they are going to put the exchange rate that they consider it's going to be well for them, for the bank, not for you. So usually if they ask you that, try to pay in dollars, not in the not in Colombian pesos. Okay, guys, so I think that I answered a lot of your questions. I hope so. And again, if you have more questions during the night, please let me know. And right now, we are going to show a really nice interview that we have from Alan and Wendy. So I hope that you enjoyed this interview. And again, guys, I hope that this interview helped you to see that this is very, very real, and these are real testimonies.
Okay, right now I'm in a beautiful place where the guys can buy souvenirs, and I'm with Alan and with Wendy. And Alan is one of the guys that came to the tour. Hi, Alan, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. ¿Cómo estás, Wendy?
Hola, muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Thank you so much for being here with us. And okay, the guys want to know a little bit about your experience so far. I know that it's not the first time that you are here in Barranquilla, that you are now in a tour. So tell us a little bit about Colombian girls, because there has to be something special that Colombian girls has to make you came here for third time in Colombia.
Right. Well, of course they're beautiful, and they're family oriented. It's the main reasons I keep coming back.
That is great. But I hope that in this tour you find a wonderful girl. And for what I'm seeing so far, Alan, is that everything is going well with you. Like you are in a nice day with a beautiful girl.
Right.
And what kind of girl you are looking for here in Colombia?
Basically, someone that's marriage minded, that is looking for a family.
Okay, that is great. And what do you think about Barranquilla? Like, is this your second time here, right?
Yes, my second time here. It's still my first time 10 years ago, so it's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything changed a lot right now.
Not really. No, not really. Yeah. I saw a couple of changes, but not a whole lot of changes. Yeah.
And you like here? How is the weather? How is the people?
The weather is humid. You see, I'm sweating right now, so it's really humid. But other than that, it's really nice.
Okay. And what are your expectations for this tour?
to come away with someone that I can have a future with.
And Alan, right now, one advice that you want to give to the guys that they want to date with a Colombian girl, what can be that advice for them?
I would say if you're going to come down, be able, at least be able or willing to learn how to dance, learn a little bit of the language, and get to know a little bit about the culture.
I think that there are important things because also here in Barranquilla, specific in this place, the girls are really they like to dance, they are very happy, they like to move. So it's nice if the guys, they make the effort to learn a little bit about how to dance, right? Thank you so much, Alan. I'm going to ask Wendy how is her experience so far, okay? Wendy, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, muy bien.
Me alegra, Wendy. Bueno, cuéntanos un poquito de tu experiencia. No sé si este es el primer tour al que tienes la oportunidad de participar. ¿Cómo es el tour? ¿Cómo te has sentido?
Bueno, la verdad en el tour me he sentido súper bien, pues con el caballero que me invitó a la cita, es un caballero muy respetuoso, muy bondadoso, generoso y me ha gustado mucho.
Qué bueno, ¿y qué es eso que estás buscando en un caballero, en tu próxima pareja? ¿Cuáles son esas cualidades que estás buscando?
Bueno, una persona muy respetuosa, cariñosa, que quiera conformar un hogar, una familia y que sea sobre todo muy amoroso.
Eso está súper bien. Y Wendy, bueno, yo quiero saber si tú hablas inglés o más o menos, pero ¿cómo te has sentido con el tema de la barrera del lenguaje? Porque yo sé que pues hay veces puede ser un poco complicado, pero ¿cómo te has sentido tú en esta experiencia de salir con una persona que habla otro idioma totalmente diferente al tuyo?
Bueno, por el momento todavía no hablo inglés, pero ya estoy próxima a iniciar mi curso de inglés, pero he estado con el apoyo de la traductora que ha sido muy buena, la verdad, y es muy dinámica. Entonces, hasta el momento no ha sido una barrera porque estamos pues con la traductora, entonces todo ha fluido súper bien.
¿Recomiendas, por ejemplo, que los caballeros, si la chica no habla inglés perfecto, lleven una intérprete a la cita?
Pues en el momento que uno se está conociendo con la persona, pues hasta el momento, exactamente, hasta el inicio sí, pero ya después, pues es como mutuo acuerdo, la verdad.
Es que bueno, Wendy, yo espero que entonces disfrutes mucho de esta experiencia, que realmente las cosas funcionen muy bien para ti y muchas gracias por brindarnos este espacio para conocer un poco más de cómo ha sido todo el proceso tuyo con la agencia.
Gracias a ti.
Thank you so much, Alan, for being here.
So guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video, that interview, and like I say, this is like proofs that you have, guys, to see that this is very real, that really we want to show you the testimonies, the stories of these people, that they are like you guys, like they was in your spot too. They was a little bit maybe afraid to take this decision. Maybe they was not sure if that was for them or no, but in the end they took the decision and they say like, I'm not going to be one guy that is going to stay there and is not going to do nothing. I'm going to do it. And I'm sure that most of them or all of them, they don't regret the experience that they already had. And for us, again, it's very, very important that you have a good experience. And for us, it's very important that we can make all possible, like work hard, and so you have a good experience and you have a good time here in Colombia. Remember, I cannot tell you guys, I would love to tell you, oh, you are going to find your wife in this tour, or you are going to find that person that is going to be for the rest of your life with you. But that doesn't work like that sometimes. So remember, came here with an open mind. That is the most important thing if you want to have success. Came here with an open mind. Don't close yourself. Keep your options, please, guys. I repeat that a lot of times. And in the end, it's your decision. We are not going to force you to do anything that you don't want to, but keep your options a little bit open. That doesn't mean that you have to date with girls that you don't want, but that means that don't close doors with girls that maybe can call your attention, that maybe you feel a little bit of connection. Because in the end, when you return to your country, there is where you are going to really know with what girl you have a real connection. In that real moment is when you are going to find out if the connection was real or not. So that helps to don't close doors, and that helps to be a little bit more successful during the process. If you don't close yourself and if you are open, to date with girls and to see your options, because in the end you can do it. You are in your right to do it because you are here for that. And guys, I want to show you also because I want to take advantage of this night, because a lot of guys also ask me a lot of about how to set it up video calls. And right now this is a service that we have. I think that is since pandemic we start with this service, and it's been very successful because this is also an option for you to see that it's real. Because some guys they say, oh, how I know that the letters that I'm reading to the girls are and that she's answered to me are real, like she's the one that really is answered to me and is not somebody else. So this is a great opportunity to see that everything is real, that the letters that you send to the girls and all the connection, all the things that you are doing in the video calls are going to be are going to do a big difference. Because in the end, when you start a conversation through letters, it's very important too that maybe you put that connection a little bit more stronger, that you can see the girl at least through the camera till the moment that you are coming to Colombia to meet with her, and have the opportunity to see her through the video and see if you really want to meet with her. So a lot of guys, they ask me, oh Manuela, how works this? How is that option? So we also want to show you this short tutorial video about how works the process to send to require a video call with the girls.
FA tutorials, how to make a video call. On this video, you will learn how to make a video call to the woman of your dreams. Go to www.loveme.com. Go to the profile search bar and enter your girl's ID. Then look for the Call Me Now button in the right-hand column. You will then be taken to the virtual dating and translation services page. Scroll down and you will find two options. The first option to call and translate only. The second option to schedule, and click on Set up a virtual meeting account. On the next page, you will find a form that you will have to fill with your information. And below the form with your girl's information. Go down a little further and you will find a box where you can schedule a date and time for your virtual meeting. Once you schedule the date and time of the virtual meeting, click on Continue to secure payment. Before you finish, make sure your account is funded. If you do not have funds, you can click on the link Add additional funds to your account, and you will be redirected to a page where you can add funds to your account. Select if you want the funds for a call with translation or a virtual meeting, fill in your details, and click on the button Go to secure payment. The value for video calls is $150 per half hour. If it is a consecutive hour, the other half hour will cost $75 or $225 per hour. If you are a platinum member, the first half hour will cost you only $125. Video calls always have a translator present during the entire call. After paying and scheduling the meeting, an advisor from the area in charge will contact you. This is one of the ways you can use to make video calls to your girl. The other way is through VIP service and Elite Club. If you have any doubts or questions about this process, please contact us at our Phoenix office +16025538178, or contact us by email info@colombia@gmail.com.
I forget to turn the camera on, but I hope that with that video, I help you to solve a little bit of the questions that you have about how to use the video call service. So again, this video was made from with Sergio. So he was the one that made the video, and he's bringing all this content to you guys. So thank you so much, Sergio, for all that hard work. And I have other questions here, so we are going to start to answer all that questions. So my problem are I don't speak English and I'm concerned about safety if I travel to Colombia. So I have to tell you first, the Spanish is not going to be problem. If you only speak English, you are going to find out that this is not a problem. This is not going to be a big issue for you. Of course, it's nice if maybe you can start to learn at least a couple of things like where is donde está el baño, like things that are going to be like very necessary during your day by day, like where is the restroom, like for example, qué hora es, what time is it, or maybe also things like buenos días, like good morning, buenas tardes, good afternoon, and we say like here buenas noches, like it's like good evening. So trying to learn a little bit of these kind of things, because that is going to show to the girls, for example, that you are doing the effort to at least understand a couple of things, and that you are making the effort to speak a little bit Spanish, and we really appreciate that kind of things. But again, I think that a lot of clients, if we have clients here that you already went and you already came to Medellin or to Cartagena or to Barranquilla or Colombia, and you have dates and maybe you don't speak Spanish, please let me know here if I'm wrong. Like that was not a big issue for you. Like you're going to be able to have communications with a lot of people, and Colombian people is very warming. They are going to try to find out the way to communicate with you. And remember, we have something called Google Translate that works perfectly, so you are not going to have any issues with that. And if you are concerned about safety, I have to tell you that Colombia is, I'm not going to say that the #1 safety place in the world, but of course, we have certain kind of places in each city where it's very fine that you are going to find a lot of tourist people, and it's going to be perfectly fine to be there. But of course, we have barrios like neighborhood where you have to avoid, that you have to try to don't visit, but we are going to let you know where are the places. And also, if you don't have to do nothing there, you don't have to go to that kind of places. So most of the time we have here in Colombia plenty of tourists, and the situation is very safe. Remember, there are places that you have to try to avoid. If you go to places like where there are a lot of prostitution, remember that you are putting yourself in danger. Like you are putting yourself in maybe in a situation where the girls that can put drugs, scopolamine, or they can steal from you. So trying to avoid that kind of places if you are not in your country, because if you don't speak the language and you go to these kind of places, maybe bad things can happen. Okay, but if you are the kind of person that you are very chill, that you like to have a good time, but without drugs and prostitution, I think that you are going to be perfectly fine. Okay, Mark is saying, how do you dress for the dates when the weather is so warm? So, for example, if you go to Barranquilla and Cartagena, you can wear shorts and pants, like you don't have to wear like jeans or very elegant clothes. Of course, no, you can be relaxed. And also, I can send you, Mark, a couple of suggestions that sometimes I send to the clients when they ask me about what to wear. But most of the time is like trying to don't do something. Only one thing. Please, guys, don't mix sandals with socks. That don't mix together. And no, here in Colombia. So most of the Colombian girls, we don't like that mix. So if you avoid that kind of mix, you are going to be fine, okay? But for warm weather, I think that is going to be fine. Shorts is going to be perfectly fine. But here in Medellin, a lot of clients, they think like Medellin is very warm, and yes, can be warm for you. But here in Medellin, people usually wear a little bit more of pants and jeans. So here people usually wear no more elegant, but a little bit more classy. So here in Medellin, you have to be a little bit more careful with what you are wearing, because here it's a big city, so it's not very common to see like beach outfits here. Like a lot of outfits that you usually wear in the beach. Okay, I have a question here. It's Alexandra available for dating? She's going to kill me for this, but yes, she is available. She is single, but of course, she's a very nice girl, and she's not the kind of girl that is going to be there today with clients because of, yes, she's very, very professional. I have to say that. But you never know where can be the love, right? Okay, does Barranquilla have cryptocurrency machines? And Squishy, I think that no. I think that the answer is no. Maybe I have to do a better big search, but for what I know, they don't have any. Okay, Jamie, you say a lot of women, they are younger, say they don't mind dating older men. How true is that? That is true, Jamie. It's completely true. But what happened? They don't care. I mean, I don't know what you mean for dating, because dating for a girl, a younger girl, can be like go to eat, have fun, enjoy life. But sometimes to establish a very serious relationship for long term, sometimes can be a little bit more difficult. So sometimes we suggest to the clients don't go farther than 15 or 20 years apart in age. Okay, I have other question. Should I change the US dollars to Colombian pesos here in the US or at the Barranquilla airport? So I have to tell you, try don't change the money in the airport or in United States. None of the options. Why? Because they are not going to give you a good rate, a good exchange rate. Usually the exchange rate at the airports is very, very high. So in the end, you're not going to have a really amount of money. So my suggestion to you is like, if you really need Colombian pesos, like maybe you can exchange around 30 or 40 US dollars for your transportation. That is going to be fine the first day. And around the hotel in Barranquilla, there is many places where you are going to be able to exchange your money, exchange houses. So my suggestion to you is like wait till you are in Barranquilla, and in Google or also at the office we are going to help you, and we are going to tell you where you can exchange your money. Because if you exchange the money in the airport, the exchange rate is not great. Okay, I have other question, very important. Can you walk around with flashy bling jewelry in Colombia? And the answer is like, yes, you can do it, but I will tell you like, please try to don't do it. At least like, for example, if you are going to have a date in a restaurant and you're going to eat there and you want to have your jewelry, that is perfectly fine if you go from your hotel to the restaurant, hotel. But usually if you have to walk in the street, if you have to walk around the malls and everything, trying to don't wear your expensive jewelry, because you never know, like you have to be a little bit more careful here in Colombia with that kind of things, like in other countries. So my suggestion to you is like, maybe if you go to restaurants from your hotel to the restaurant hotel, it's perfectly fine. It's not going to be any problem. But if you have to walk around the city or walk around, I prefer to tell you, and please try to do it, don't wear expensive jewelry. Okay, I see, guys. I think that I answered a lot of your questions. Please, if you have more questions, let me know. So I can solve all the questions. Mark say, Manuela, I never wear socks with sandals. That is just tacky. I mean, I say that, I don't say it because of you, Mark. I say it in general because I saw a couple of cases of guys that they wear it like that. And again, I don't want to say that you cannot do it. You are willing to do it if you want. But of course, that can be like a thing that Colombian girls can say like, oh no, I don't like the guy, with that kind of details. And talking about that, right now we are going to talk about 10 mistakes sometimes that guys you do during the dates when you date a Colombian girl. So I'm going to mention and trying to talk a little bit about 10 mistakes that usually a lot of guys they do during the dates, and of course that you have to try to avoid when you are dating. So the first one, guys, the first that we have is please. As a Colombian, or I don't know, in general, maybe also in other countries, the girls, we always ask to the guy, like when the guy asks us, like, oh, what do you want to do? We say like, oh, I don't know, what do you want to do? Or, oh, what do you want for dinner? We say like, it's fine, whatever thing that you want. So please, trying to have options, not knowing how to choose the right place. For example, if you are going to have a first date, it's very nice when the guy take the first step of saying, okay, let's go to this place, or let's go to this restaurant, or maybe you can ask her what kind of food do you like, and already have a couple of options. Of course, you're going to tell me, Manuela, but I don't know Colombia, or I don't know Barranquilla, I don't know Medellin, I don't know Cartagena. Of course, we are going to give you some recommendations of advices of places that you can go with your date, but trying to don't choose places that are very noisy, places that maybe doesn't fit for a first date. So be careful with this first election, because this is also the first impression. Remember that a restaurant, a coffee shop can be a really good first spot to meet with someone. Remember again, the cinema, bars, discotheques are not the greatest place to have the first date. Even like sometimes rooftop, because sometimes can be a little bit noisy. So trying to pick places that are a little bit more quiet and more accurate for a first date. The second one, and I think, guys, that you are going to kill me for this because I know that you tell me, oh, Colombian girls, they are not very on time, but trying to don't arrive late to the date. We have cases also, and you have to believe me, where clients, they was late for the date, like 40 minutes, even 1 hour, even sometimes more than 1 hour, and the girl, she just left and she didn't want to have a second date. So that happened also with some clients. So yes, I know that the girls, they can be 10, 15 minutes late, of course, sometimes even more, but please trying to be always on time, because the girls always want that, like that the guy is going to be there for them, like waiting for her. I'm sorry, guys. The third one that we have is talking about yourself all the time. Have questions in that moment, like figure it out, maybe or think about like 8, 10 questions that you want to make her. And remember, let her talk, let her express her emotions and her feelings and everything, and ask her a lot about her life, because that is going to show her interest, and that is going to show her that you really want to know about her, and you are really paying really attention to what she says. Because if she say, oh, for example, you ask, what is your favorite color? I love green, and you don't ask more, like please trying to say like, oh, why do you like green? What kind of what tone of green do you like trying to go farther, okay? And also we have the opposite sometimes, like is when the guy stay quiet. So you cannot be extreme, like talk a lot about yourself or be very quiet, because also the girl can feel a little bit uncomfortable with that silence. Show interest to the girl. Like if you really like the girl, asking questions to her, because not showing interest in each other is one of the factors that we say that most of the girls say to us, like, oh, he used to don't pay attention to me. He was talking more about him, but he didn't want to know nothing about me. So show interest to her. And remember, guys, the next one is don't force nothing, even a kiss, please. If you want a kiss, the first date usually is not the moment for a kiss. Maybe if the girl goes close to you and she's showing you that she wants a kiss, maybe that can be different. But for experience, that doesn't happen very, very often. So in the first date, trying to don't be pushy with that kind of things, because what you are going to do is that you are going to scare the girl, and she's going to think like you are there for the wrong intentions. Don't drink too much. That is the seventh advice that we have for you, because of course it's going to be the first date. You can be excited, you can order wine, and in the end you can get drunk, and we don't want that kind of things, because it's the first impression, and you have to show her that with you she is going to be safe, right? And if you are drunk in the first date, of course, what you are going to do is scare her and show her that you are not the guy that she needs next to her. And please, guys, don't propose sex on the first date as well. Like if a kiss can be too much, propose sex is like the end of the date. Don't expect to have sex in the first date with the girls. If happens, that is going to be wonderful, because you never know, right? But don't force nothing with them. Like remember that a date is just a date, a moment that you are going to have with her to know each other better. But wait a little bit long for that special moment, because if you are very interested in a girl and you show her in the beginning that you want to have sex with her, maybe in the end she's going to read other kind of things where she's going to think like, okay, this guy is only here because he wants sex. Also, guys, and that is very important, because a lot of you have this mistake, and it's like, don't make long-term plans. Like don't talk about marry, don't talk about children, don't talk about maybe in the first day like a trip that you want to do with her or something like that, because also you can scare the person. And of course, if you want to get married in some point, that is nice. If you want to have children, that is nice. If the conversation allows you to say that kind of things, that is going to be great. But don't talk about that kind of things in the first moment, because the first date is a moment where you are going to be able to know more about the girl and know about what you want to do and what you are expecting for that person. And also remember, guys, don't be too flirting. Like it's nice that you're flirting with the girl, but there are a point when you have to be very careful, because in some point can be a little bit uncomfortable for the girl. So keep in mind these 10 tips, these 10 advices that we give you about 10 things that you have to avoid, that you have to try to don't do during the dates, and because I'm sure that this is going to be very, very helpful for you. And again, it's not like we have the right all the time. Of course, sometimes we can tell you things that maybe they can work for you, but these are things that in general doesn't work. So please try to be careful. And okay, guys, we are going to almost finish it for tonight, but first I want to show you also this girls interview that we have with two beautiful girls. One is Andrea, her ID number is 213211. Another one is Sandra, her ID number is 213989. So I hope, guys, that you enjoyed these interviews, and see these beautiful girls that they are available for meet you.
Bueno, estamos en la segunda noche de evento aquí en la ciudad de Barranquilla y estamos con otro nuevo hermoso perfil. Su nombre es Andrea. ¿Cómo estás, Andrea?
Muy bien, ¿y tú cómo estás?
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos y ahora queremos saber un poco más de ti porque hay muchos caballeros que ven esta entrevista y se preguntan un poco acerca de tu vida. Cuéntanos si eres de acá de la ciudad de Barranquilla, si tienes hijos, te gustaría tener hijos en el futuro.
Ok, listo, bueno, yo soy de Sincelejo.
De Sincelejo.
Sí, llegué recientemente a Barranquilla. Bueno, hasta el momento no es mi plan tener hijos, pero más adelante esperemos que sí. Tengo 22 años.
Ah, bueno, es que estás muy joven también.
Total. Entonces, pues ahorita quiero como que otras cosas primero antes de establecer esas. Bueno, ¿qué más les puedo contar de mí? Bueno, soy muy apasionada por mi trabajo.
¿Qué trabajas?
Yo soy cosmetóloga y esteticista.
Ay, súper bien.
Entonces me gusta mucho lo de la estética.
Cuidar también de ti,
Exacto.
porque puedo ver que también, mejor dicho, tienes una piel hermosa y también el maquillaje muy hermoso.
Ay, gracias, también eres hermosa. Y me gusta también cuidar a las otras personas,
Ay,
que estén bonitas y que se sientan igual por
yo
dentro.
creo que eso es de pronto una de las cosas que tendrías de cualidad cuando tienes una pareja. Si te gusta el tema de cuidar a los demás, me imagino que así eres cuando tienes también una pareja estable.
Exactamente, sí, me gusta.
Qué
Me gusta que las personas se sientan bien consigo mismos.
Súper, Andrea. Bueno, y queremos saber más de ti. La idea es que hagamos una pequeña actividad donde tú sacas 3 preguntas, las lees y las respondes. ¿Listo?
Listo.
A ver, ¿cuál es la primera?
¿Eres más dominante o dominada? Dominante.
Dominante.
Sí.
Bueno, yo le digo a los caballeros que vienen que la mayoría de los latinos somos un poco así, un poco más dominantes, pero de una forma dulce, no somos
Exacto.
de imponer las cosas, sino somos de llegar a puntos medios donde también la idea es que... Exacto.
Que se pueda llegar a un acuerdo, que los dos estén bien con la decisión.
Pero también como buenas latinas no nos gustan que nos impongan las cosas, sino como, bueno, dime las cosas con suavidad, con ternura y de pronto así podemos dialogar mucho, mucho mejor.
Exacto, así es.
Miremos la segunda.
La segunda. ¿Qué tipo de película te gusta ver? Y bueno, me gustan mucho las películas de misterio. Me
Que te
encantan.
mantienen entretenidas al
Exacto.
final.
Que tienen mucho misterio, drama, que siempre te tienen ahí como que qué va a pasar, más que todo eso.
Y bueno,
Pero en general el cine me encanta.
Y te pregunto, Andrea, ¿y eres una mujer misteriosa? O sea, ¿mantienes un cierto misterio cuando estás conociendo a alguien?
Bueno, al principio sí.
Ok.
Cuando la persona ya me da confianza, bueno, ya ahí me
empiezas a abrir un poco más.
Exactamente.
Y vamos conociendo un poco más de Andrea.
¿Cómo te defines en una sola frase? Soñadora,
Eres una mujer soñadora.
bastante.
Y que, por ejemplo, ¿qué sueñas a futuro, a un corto plazo? ¿Qué te gustaría?
Bueno, primero que todo, independizarme, porque siempre he sido de mi casa, mi papá, mi mamá, independizarme y pues montar mi propia empresa.
Ay, está súper bien y ojalá puedas alcanzar esos sueños también, Andrea. Y bueno,
por favor de Dios.
así va a ser. Y conociendo un poco más de ti, Andrea, por ejemplo, ya que estás en una agencia matrimonial donde vienen muchos caballeros del extranjero, ¿tú estarías abierta el día de mañana si conoces a un caballero de otra parte del mundo en mudarte a otro país y empezar tu vida en otro lugar diferente a Colombia?
Sí, claro. De hecho, no soy apegada a las cosas materiales ni nada. Por lo menos yo soy de Sincelejo, pero a mí me ha tocado irme sola y me salió empleo acá en Barranquilla y pues yo me vine sin nada, o sea, sin conocer a nadie. Me vine a Cartagena, también viví muchos años, también igual me tuve que ir y pues me fui, no me
Quedamos muy fácil.
exacto, rápido a las ciudades y pues me encantaría, la verdad.
Qué bueno, Andrea.
Creo un buen plan salir de Colombia.
Está súper bien, ojalá todo eso se te dé a ti. Y bueno, y espero también que la noche de hoy puedas conocer un gran caballero y si no es a través de la noche de hoy, que a través del video que estamos haciendo de la entrevista haya algún caballero bien interesante para ti, que bueno, el día de mañana nosotros podamos decir, nosotros juntamos esta pareja tan hermosa.
Ok, súper.
Muchas gracias, Andrea.
Bueno, ustedes.
Esta noche nos encontramos con Sandra, una hermosa chica de la oficina de Barranquilla. ¿Y cómo estás, Sandra? Muy bien, gracias. Bueno, para los que no saben, Sandra todavía es un perfil muy nuevo, así que no tiene su ID, pero estaremos súper pendientes para que los caballeros que estén interesados en Sandra próximamente puedan tener el ID de ella. Sandra, muchas gracias por acompañarnos la noche de hoy.
Por la invitación.
Bueno, entonces por lo que puedo ver es el primer evento que tienes con nosotros, ¿cierto?
Sí, claro.
¿Y qué esperas esta noche? Qué esperas encontrar en los caballeros que van a venir al evento el día de hoy?
Vine dispuesta a dejarme sorprender. No tengo muchos así como estereotipos, pero sí quiero que me sorprenda, es lo que me gusta.
Yo creo que es muy importante eso. Hay veces yo digo, es bueno no tener expectativas altas, sí tener expectativas, pero dejarse sorprender por lo que vaya a pasar.
Así.
Yo creo que así disfruta uno mucho más las cosas y de esas cosas muchas veces salen cosas muy buenas.
Así, cosas inesperadas.
Así es. Sandra, y bueno, cuéntanos un poco de ti. ¿Qué te gustaría, por ejemplo, para tu futuro? ¿Quieres tener hijos? ¿No te gustaría tener hijos? ¿Ya tienes hijos? ¿Tendrías algún problema de vivir, no sé, en el futuro en otro país?
Bueno, tengo una hija de 12 años. Pues entre mis metas a futuro no está tener hijos, pero igual esas cosas pueden cambiar dependiendo de lo que uno se le presente en la vida. Y pues no estoy en contra o reacia a mudarme, a irme a vivir a otro país. O sea, estoy abierta a todo, como dije, vengo con las expectativas de dejarme sorprender por lo que pasa y tampoco me gusta ponerme cosas así, trazarme cosas tan explícitas, sino que dejar que las cosas fluyan.
Bueno, Sandra, y realmente te lo tengo que decir porque muchos de los caballeros que vienen acá a Colombia buscan así mujeres como tú, muy latinas, con el cabello largo, oscuro, con una piel hermosa como tú la tienes. Entonces, estoy segura que esos caballeros quieren conocer un poco más de tu vida. La idea es que podamos hacer 3 preguntitas, que tú las leas y las respondas. ¿Listo? Entonces, lee la pregunta.
¿Te gustaría aprender inglés? Por supuesto que sí. Igual, no solo por esta experiencia, sino que creo que nos abre muchas puertas en muchos ámbitos, no solo en el amoroso, puede ser también en el laboral. Y pues sí, me encantaría aprender inglés.
Súper bien.
Otro idioma.
Sí, porque no necesariamente tiene que ser inglés, puede ser francés, italiano, tantos idiomas que hay. ¿Cuál es el siguiente?
¿Eres más dominante o dominada?
En la vida en general. Es una
buena circunstancia, pero me gusta más ser dominante.
Yo creo que eso es muy característico de los latinos, de las mujeres latinas.
Sí.
Nos gusta mucho también como decir nuestro punto de vista y si se pueden hacer las cosas así, pues por nosotras mejor.
Así es. ¿Qué tipo de música te gusta escuchar? Bueno, si se trata de escuchar, me gusta la música romántica, soy bastante apasionada y pues me gusta el vallenato.
¿Te gusta bailar también?
También me encanta. Todo el ritmo.
Tú naciste aquí en Barranquilla.
Claro, sí,
Ah, bueno, como buena barranquillera.
padre que tienes, pero soy barranquillera.
Ay, qué bueno. Entonces sí tienes el sabor, el swing en las venas.
Sí.
Sandra, muchas gracias por acompañarnos la noche de hoy y espero que en esta noche puedas encontrar un caballero que realmente llene esas expectativas que estás buscando. Y bueno, dejémoslo sorprender también,
Exacto.
¿cierto?
Muchas gracias a ustedes por la invitación.
So guys, I hope that you enjoyed the interviews with these beautiful, beautiful girls that we have in our agency. And remember, if you want to contact them, you can do it through letters. Also, you can do it through video calls. I already show you today, guys, how to do the video call service and how to set it up, this video call service. So you have plenty of options. And one of the most important for sure is that also you can travel here and meet with them. And again, guys, the night is almost over here, but I have other questions that you have. So let me check here. One moment. Okay, Organic, he says, thanks, Manuela, and all the gents who helped me understand the money thing. It is my first time in South America. Now I am prepared. You're welcome, Organic, and thank you so much, guys, also for let him know how everything works here with the exchange rate. And remember, usually the exchange rate, if here in Colombia, is going to be around for I think that right now it's let me check. It's like in 4,000, around 4,000 or 9,000 Colombian pesos. So it's going to be a good rate. So trying to do it not at the airport, trying to do it in exchange rates places that are near to your hotel. I have a nice message from Scott. Hi, Scott. Thank you so much for watching the show. And he said, Spirit Airline or Manuela has an amazing spirit. Thank you so much for that. Jeremy, he's saying that is there a restaurant you can recommend in Medellin that is on a rooftop that overlooks the city that serves great food? And of course, we have plenty of rooftops here in Medellin. I can tell you that maybe Charlie Hotel. There you are going to find a really nice rooftop. Also, you have the Click Clack Hotel. That also has a very nice rooftop there, and the food is really, really good. And right now, I don't remember more, but we have plenty. If you want to know more, Jeremy, you can read us through the email that we have there in the advertising, or also through afamedellin@gmail.com. And I'm going to send you the options that you can take. Mark, Manuela, can you get help from the hotel for date suggestions? Yes, of course. Of course, they are going to tell you what kind of places you can visit there, and it's going to be perfectly fine. And remember, also, you are going to have the office manager that is going to be there for you almost 24/7. I say almost, not all the time, but remember that you can ask us too. Like we are there for help you. So if you need suggestions, if you need help with something, just let us know. But of course, the people from the hotel also, they can help you. Okay, what if me and the translator have a connection during the date? What does AFA recommend? That can happen, like you never know. I always say that. But of course, trying to don't be very notorious during the date. Because if, for example, you like the interpreter and maybe you feel the same that she likes you, please try to respect that there is a girl there and she's there because of you and she is in a date with you. So trying to be very respectful, and maybe after the date it's over and you was very nice and polite with the other lady, and you have a moment alone with the interpreter, let her know, like, oh, look, I feel that you're very, very nice or whatever. But most of the times, I have to tell you that interpreters, most of the time, not all the time, but they have boyfriends, and they are very, very professionals. But again, you never know what can happen. And if you fall in love with the interpreter and she fall in love with you, that is life. But trying to be polite with the date that you have there. If that happens there, please trying that don't be very notorious during your date. Jeremy says, I may have to go to Barranquilla and take that beautiful lady out. So Jeremy, it's your moment. We have a tour very, very soon. We only have 2 spots available. So it's the moment for you to go there and date with her. And is Barranquilla $3,695? Yes. But remember, that depends if you want to stay for 7, 10, or 14 days, because the price depends on the number of dates that you are going to stay there. But if you stay for 10 days, that is the price. That is the price for 10 days. Okay. And guys, we are going to finish the night again with a nice video, a tutorial how to submit Tour Barranquilla. I hope that you enjoyed this video where we are going to show you how to submit your inscription to Barranquilla Tour that is going to be very, very soon. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And again, guys, if you have questions, if you want to see any of the girls that we have in our website, please let us know, and we are going to happy to show you the video and to try to have that interview with her and bring it here to the Latin show.
Hi guys! In this short video, we will teach you how to successfully sign up for the Barranquilla Latin Tour. Go to loveme.com and check in the right-hand column and search for tour dates for Latin America. Search Barranquilla and select the dates that you want to be in the tour. Scroll down and you will find a form. Please fill the boxes with your preferred dates and fill out the form. Watch out for the auto-renew box. Select if you want to pay per month or for one time. After submitting your personal information, you click on Submit and automatically you will get redirected to the payment page where you can pay with a credit card. To reserve your spot, you only have to put a deposit of $475 down, and you can change the reservation up to 3 days prior without charge. 30 days prior to your travel, the full tour amount has to be paid. After your submission, a representative from the Phoenix office will reach out to you and send you the additional paperwork for the tour. If you have any questions or difficulties to register, please reach out to our manager Claudia in Barranquilla by email, phone, or WhatsApp. Email afabquilla@gmail.com. WhatsApp +573022881962.
You don't have any excuses right now to don't assist to a Barranquilla tour. You already know how to do the submission of your inscription. And again, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope that you have a good evening, and I hope to see you very soon in the next Wednesday Latin show that we are going to have. Remember, it's all Wednesday that we have this Latin show, that we have this spot for you. It's a great opportunity for you to answer questions, to see the girls that we have, and to discover a lot of really nice things about the AFA agency. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you very soon here in Colombia.
Bueno, estamos en la segunda noche de evento aquí en la ciudad de Barranquilla y estamos con otro nuevo hermoso perfil. Su nombre es Andrea. ¿Cómo estás, Andrea?
Muy bien, ¿y tú cómo estás?
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos y ahora queremos saber un poco más de ti porque hay muchos caballeros que ven esta entrevista y se preguntan un poco acerca de tu vida. Cuéntanos si eres de acá de la ciudad de Barranquilla, si tienes hijos, te gustaría tener hijos en el futuro.
Ok, listo. Bueno, yo soy de Sincelejo.
De Sincelejo.
Sí, llegué recientemente a Barranquilla. Bueno, hasta el momento no es mi plan tener hijos, pero más adelante esperemos que sí. Tengo 22 años.
Ah, bueno, es que estás muy joven también.
Total. Entonces, pues ahorita quiero como que otras cosas primero antes de establecer esas. Bueno, ¿qué más les puedo contar de mí? Bueno, soy muy apasionada por mi trabajo.
¿Qué trabajas?
Yo soy cosmetóloga y esteticista.
Ay, súper bien.
Entonces me gusta mucho lo de la estética.
Cuidar también de ti, porque puedo ver que también, mejor dicho, tienes una piel hermosa y también el maquillaje muy hermoso.
Ay, gracias, también eres hermosa. Y me gusta también cuidar a las otras personas, que estén bonitas y que se sientan igual por
Yo creo que eso es de pronto una de las cosas que tendrías de cualidad cuando tienes una pareja. Si te gusta el tema de cuidar a los demás, me imagino que así eres cuando tienes también una pareja estable.
Sí, me gusta. Me gusta que las personas se sientan bien consigo mismos.
Súper, Andrea. Bueno, y queremos saber más de ti. La idea es que hagamos una pequeña actividad donde tú sacas 3 preguntas, las lees y las respondes. ¿Listo?
Listo.
A ver, ¿cuál es la primera?
¿Eres más dominante o dominada? Dominante.
Dominante. Sí. Bueno, yo le digo a los caballeros que vienen que la mayoría de las latinas somos un poco así, un poco más dominantes, pero de una forma dulce. No somos de imponer las cosas, sino somos de llegar a puntos medios donde también la idea es
que se pueda llegar a un acuerdo, que los dos estén bien con la decisión.
Pero también como buenas latinas no nos gustan que nos impongan las cosas, sino como, bueno, dime las cosas con suavidad, con ternura y de pronto así podemos dialogar mucho mejor.
Exacto, así es.
Miremos la segunda.
La segunda. ¿Qué tipo de película te gusta ver? Y bueno, me gustan mucho las películas de misterio.
Que te mantienen entretenidas al final.
Que tienen mucho misterio, drama, que siempre te tienen ahí como que qué va a pasar, más que todo eso.
Y bueno,
en general el cine me encanta.
Y te pregunto, Andrea, ¿y eres una mujer misteriosa? O sea, ¿mantienes un cierto misterio cuando estás conociendo a alguien?
Bueno, al principio sí.
Ok.
Cuando la persona ya me da confianza, bueno, ya ahí me
menos abrir.
Exactamente.
Gracias. Vamos conociendo un poco más de Andrea.
¿Cómo te defines en una sola frase? Soñadora,
Eres una mujer soñadora.
bastante.
Y que, por ejemplo, ¿qué sueñas a futuro, a un corto plazo? ¿Qué te gustaría?
Bueno, primero que todo, independizarme, porque siempre he sido de mi casa, mi papá, mi mamá, independizarme y pues montar mi propia empresa.
Ay, está súper bien y ojalá puedas alcanzar esos sueños también, Andrea. Y bueno,
por favor de Dios.
así va a ser. Y conociendo un poco más de ti, Andrea, por ejemplo, ya que estás en una agencia matrimonial donde vienen muchos caballeros del extranjero, ¿tú estarías abierta el día de mañana si conoces a un caballero de otra parte del mundo en mudarte a otro país y empezar tu vida en otro lugar diferente a Colombia?
Sí, claro. De hecho, no soy apegada a las cosas materiales ni nada. Por lo menos yo soy de Sincelejo, pero a mí me ha tocado irme sola y me salió empleo acá en Barranquilla y pues yo me vine sin nada, o sea, sin conocer a nadie. Me vine a Cartagena, también viví muchos años, también igual me tuve que ir y pues me fui, no me
Te adaptas muy fácil.
exacto, rápido a las ciudades y pues me encantaría, la verdad.
Qué bueno, Andrea.
Creo un buen plan salir de Colombia.
Está súper bien y ojalá todo eso se te dé a ti. Y bueno, y espero también que la noche de hoy puedas conocer un gran caballero y si no es a través de la noche de hoy, que a través del video que estamos haciendo de la entrevista haya algún caballero bien interesante para ti, que bueno, el día de mañana nosotros podamos decir, nosotros juntamos esta pareja tan hermosa.
Ok, súper.
Muchas gracias, Andrea.
Bueno, ustedes.